Former President Jacob Zuma makes one shock move after another. With me is the real founder of MKP, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, and I'm happy to be in your interview today.
You're welcome, sir. Now, former President Jacob Zuma has decided he wants control of the finances of MKP. What do you think of that?
No, thanks for that question. I think the whole world needs to understand what kind of a person Zuma is. I think when we were in the ANC, we thought people were just trying to push him aside, not understanding the real issues that the comrades were facing with this man. Now it's a reality to us, and myself especially, I have testified this. I have a great testimony of the craziness of Zuma. Zuma, when he was in the ANC, he was trying to take everything for himself. He wanted to control in order for him to benefit more than everybody in the government. Hence, he started this relationship with the Guptas and wanted to move every money of South Africa and give it to the Guptas so that they can keep it for him outside the country. And we thought people like Comrade Balula mentioned one day that these boys went to and called him to say, "We are going to be a minister tomorrow." He couldn't believe it. But we thought Balula was just talking myths. And now it has become a reality that man never ruled South Africa. South Africa was ruled by these Indian people from India, whom were taking and stealing money from our country together with Jacob Zuma. I want to say that whatever Zuma sees as a progressive to the people, he wants to take that. He wants it for himself, not for the country, not for the people of this country. Hence, when he stole my party, MK Party, if you remember, he didn't steal it at the first time when we asked him to do the announcement for us. He made it very clear that I'm not a member of this party, but I am supporting them and I'm going to vote for them because I'm still a member of the ANC and I will die a member of the ANC. So we believed him and we said, no, this man is genuine. We moved with him up until the numbers grew to a point where he could, when he does his calculations, he said, no, this party is going to take over the country. This party is going to have a lot of money because there's nothing else that Zuma is interested in. It's money. So you can't divorce Zuma with money. If you put money here, Zuma will forget everything and take money. So what he's doing now, all his people were stealing money from the MK and they're fighting over it. If you saw those clips, WhatsApp messages and so on, you can see how crazy it is in that what's the so-called top management of the party, which Zuma put together to make sure that they assist him in stealing the money of MK and making sure that MK dies. Because people must know, Zuma doesn't like MK. Zuma is the ANC and he'll die as an ANC. So he's in the MK just to loot money and then after that try and get rid of MK party, which is unfortunately he can't do at the moment. He thought by stealing my signature and becoming the leader of the party, he'll be able to do all this nonsense of deregistering the party after he's made enough money for himself. But we have not allowed him to do that. I know IEC allowed him because they gave him that position without my signature, knowing very well that the signature on the letter, they removed me on was not my signature. So hence we are still in a court about that. And the courts, I must say, somehow they are not doing their job properly, especially the electoral court and SCA, because I've gone to SCA and gave them the truth, and that the signature is not mine, even the letter is not mine. The report is there, black and white, but they couldn't look at that. I think I'm not sure whether they are friends of Zuma or they have something that they are doing with Zuma, which makes them not to consider what is before them, because we gave them all the evidence, but they said we can go to. They gave us this thing to go to Concord. We hope that Concord is going to look at the papers and do the right thing and remove that old man. He must go home, stay, look after his cattle and goats there.
So, were you shocked when he kicked out from the party his beloved daughter Duduzile?
No, in reality, Zuma has not kicked out his daughter. He's just playing games. I think Nomvalo doesn't understand Zuma. He doesn't know who Zuma is. I think Zuma used Nomvalo to say, let's kick out this girl. He has never kicked her out. It's just that Duduzile doesn't understand that this is a game for his father to make sure that he makes other people to look foolish, because he wants to be the clever one all the time. If you can see now that he kicked out Duduzile and others, not only Duduzile, I think there were about 3 or 4 of his children that were running accounts. He kicked them out and then put certain individuals, but those certain individuals started fighting over the account because they didn't want the treasurer general to run the account, so they wanted to be part of the account. So that fight has led him to another stupid move, because Zuma is always stupid. People don't understand that. He then said, I think it was last week, I'm going to take over the account and run it myself. Who is he? It's another thief wants to have 100% access to the funds of the organization. That is all what he is doing. But we are not surprised, because Zuma and money, you can't divorce those two. So if there's no money, Zuma will never leave. He lives because it's his money. That is why he's clinging on the power of MK party. He's just dumb, and he must leave the party. And I call upon the members. They must understand this. The reason why the MK is not growing is because Zuma wants the money. A lot of money is coming to the MK, but when it comes, they go to the bank and take it as is and remove it, and not do one single thing for the people that voted MK, for the people that loves MK, that supports MK. But he takes that money and we don't know what he's doing with it, because there are no programs, nothing at all. So Zuma and money, you can't separate.
Healthcare matters, but what matters most?
Having cover for the people who keep this business going.
Bonitas is there for you when it counts. Bonitas, medical aid for South Africa. Visit bonitas.co.za and find your plan.
So, sir, while you are still fighting to regain control of the party, how would you advise MKP members to vote in the upcoming local government elections?
No, thanks for that question. I did mention you on Saturday when I went to it was not a launch, but it was just announcement of a party that was registered by one of my comrades in the MK, who also found that Zuma's stupidity he cannot longer enjoy or tolerate. Then he decided to leave MK and started this party called the African Renaissance Unity. So when he told me about it on Thursday, I think Thursday, Friday, I said to him, I will come and support you. But already in my mind, I was thinking about our disgruntled members who are out there, who were kicked out by this old fool. to say that he owns the party, so they must leave, because he didn't want them to challenge him, because those members that were forced out of the party, they were the ones who were driving the organization forward, who made the organization to be the biggest third party in the government. So I am saying with ARU, our members can now go and vote with them. I'm not saying they must take their membership into them, but I'm saying they must support, and they must elect their councillors through African Renaissance Unity. Because as we are fighting this side, the elections will happen before we even finish our fight. The court might take longer. We might go to court in December after the election has gone past. So in order for our members not to be sitting out there without electing councillors, because that is dangerous for our members not to elect councillors, because there are parties that will take over the country through the municipalities. It is very interesting for us to have these municipalities as the MK party, but unfortunately we can't do that. So I'm saying comrades must go and vote with ARU. They must put up their councillors through ARU. We have had a discussion with them. We are in agreement, and I'm happy to work with them. And we have agreed that our relationship is not going to end in the local government, but we will go together up until the national elections in 2029. So it's not that I have left MK or I am a member of ARU. No, I'm not a member of ARU, but I'm a supporter, and I'm going to assist them in their campaigns. I will be there. I will push it, and I will be urging our members not to vote for any other party, but to vote for African Renaissance Unity, because I believe their leadership, they will listen to us. They will take our advices, because other parties, they don't listen to anybody. But because they are new and they are young, I hope they are going to work well with us. We'll have a good relationship. And I know the president and some of the other members that they elected as their interim structure. So members should not be afraid. They must go and work with them. I will be having another meeting with them very soon to discuss further developments as to how we're going to work and how our members will be able to submit the names of their councillors from their wards. I'm very happy that we are making a progress there, and I hope our members will do and listen to the call that I'm making now, then do the right thing.
Okay, just tell us more about the president of ARU and the leaders, please.
No, thanks, ma'am. The president of ARU is one of my comrades, which was working with me on the ground when I started campaigning for the MK party, which is Spray Mahlaba. He's been there. Unfortunately, after he had difficulties with the old man called Zuma, he left and went with Shivambu to Maibuye. But he didn't enjoy the stay in there, so he left and started this party. So he's a man that I know, and some of the members, in actual fact, most of the members in that executive are from MK party, because they are also disgruntled. They were there in the MK party. They were not served well. I remember one of them, Comrade Papalo, at some point she called me with another Comrade X. They were in Durban to meet the executive in Durban, but unfortunately the executive of KZN were too high to speak to them. They undermined our members. They left Zululand to go there in Texas, but they had to sleep on the street and then go back the next day, because the leadership of KZN was too high. And unfortunately, I hear that Nomvalo, a man that I thought he will make a difference, was part of the people that neglected our members when they wanted to talk to him. And I must say to him, he must stop that, because he's very young. He can still take the party forward, but the minute he does what he did to those comrades, I'm sure he's not going to do it to other people. He must grow. He mustn't be like Zuma. Zuma is too old. It doesn't think anyway the right way. So he must not be old also. He must be young and energetic and do the work. We're expecting that. Unfortunately, last week or the weekend, Mr. Mlife, Brian Mlife left that party because of the nonsense that was running there, because Zuma wanted to take over the account. I think Brian Mlife, as a professional person, he did a good job for leaving them and show him the middle finger, because Zuma is crazy. And I'm sure many people will leave that fool and go for another, for a better positions out of that space.
So are you are expecting ARU to hit MKP in the upcoming elections?
It will hit EFF, it will hit IFP, it will hit every party that is there. I'm going to make sure that I assist him to do that.
Thank you. That was the real founder of MKP, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo, telling business viewers why he is calling on MK members to support ARU in the upcoming local government elections. Thank you, sir. I'm Chris Steyn for Biz News.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for having me in your studio. Thank you so much.
Start your day a step ahead. Biz News Insider. It delivers the business stories that matter every morning straight to your inbox, sharp, fast, and free. Subscribe now. In uncertain times, good information is priceless. The Biz News Conference is heading back to the Drakensberg. Join me, Alec Hogg, from the 11th to the 14th of August for BNC 9. Champagne Sports Resort, where it all began, and where our community gathers for honest conversations, smart investing insights, and direct access to some of South Africa's sharpest minds. Come and rub shoulders with the best we've got. 28 keynote speakers, 3 days. Seats are available now. Book your seat by clicking the link in the description.